All right, let's dive into a really fascinating kind of AI. It's one that thinks in a way that's probably completely different from what you're used to. See, it doesn't just scan words, it actually understands connections. Let's get right into it.
You know, AI is amazing at finding keywords in just massive piles of data. But what happens when the answer isn't a simple keyword? What if the answer is hidden in this complex, tangled web of relationships?
Think about a question like this. You can't just search for React or US and hope for the best. That would totally fail. To get this right, an AI needs to understand who's a developer, what their skills are, where their company is located, and even the rules for working on a project. It's a real puzzle of connections.
And that really gets to the heart of our explainer today. We're talking about an AI that thinks in relationships, not just words. So the big question is, how on earth do you build an AI that can actually pull that off?
Well, it all starts with the data itself. Before an AI can think in relationships, you have to give it information that's already structured as relationships. So let's look at the simple but super powerful building block that makes all of this possible.
This is it, RDF, which stands for Resource Description Framework. And you know what? The core idea is surprisingly simple. It just breaks down any fact into a little three-part sentence: a subject, a predicate, which is basically the verb or the relationship, and an object.
For example, here's a simple fact. The subject is ROM, the predicate, or the relationship, is works at, and the object is tech company. That's it. One clean, undeniable piece of information.
And it's not just for people and places either. It works for concepts too. The subject, React, the predicate, is the object, JavaScript library. Simple, right? But the real power, the real magic, comes when you have millions and millions of these simple facts.
Because this is what happens. They all start to link together. RAM connects to tech company, which might connect to USA. And we also know RAM has a skill, which is React. All of a sudden, these tiny little facts weave themselves together into this massive interconnected brain of information. And we call that a knowledge graph. Okay, so we've got this incredible brain of structured data. But a brain needs a mind to actually use it. And that's where the star of our show comes in, the RDF-Agent. This is the AI that actually operates on and reasons with that knowledge graph. The process is actually super clear and logical. First, all the knowledge is sitting right there in those triples we just talked about. Second, the agent uses a special query language called SPARQL to ask really specific questions. Third, and this is the absolute key, it applies logical rules. And finally, from those rules, it generates brand new insights.
This process allows the agent to infer things it was never explicitly told. For instance, the agent knows from one fact that RAM works at tech company, and from another fact that tech company is located in the USA. By applying a simple logical rule, it can figure out a completely new fact: RAM works in the USA. It reasoned its way to the answer. It wasn't told, it figured it out.
Now, this logical, structured way of thinking is a huge departure from a lot of the popular AI systems out there today. So let's put it head-to-head with a more common approach, just to see what really makes it so unique.
Okay, so our RDF agent operates on that highly structured knowledge graph. Now let's compare that to something called a vector RAG agent. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. This kind of AI works on unstructured documents. Think PDFs, websites, you name it. It finds answers by searching for text that just feels semantically similar to your question. It's all about finding a close match, and this leads to the biggest difference of all: reasoning. The RDF agent uses pure logic. The vector RAG agent uses similarity. The result? The RDF agent's reasoning is highly explainable, and it's built from the ground up to handle exactly the kind of complex relationships we started with.
So, what's the payoff for thinking this way? Well, it leads to some really powerful and unique benefits. You get an AI where you can trace its reasoning from start to finish, which is absolutely critical for industries like finance or healthcare. It's perfectly designed for complex enterprise workflows. It can perform that multi-hop logical reasoning to answer our original tricky question, and it gives you a search that is way more precise than just simple keywords. This all sounds fantastic in theory, right? But where is it actually being used? Where does this kind of logical AI make a real difference? Let's take a look at how this plays out in the real world.
The applications are incredibly high impact. I mean, take financial fraud detection. A relationship-based AI can see not just one suspicious transaction, but a whole network of connected accounts and shell companies that a simpler system would completely miss. Or think about healthcare. It can help a doctor reason through a complex diagnosis by connecting a patient's symptoms to their family history, genetic markers, and the latest medical research, all as connected facts, not just random keywords in a document.
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. An RDF agent isn't just another chatbot. It's an AI agent that reasons using the power of knowledge graph relationships, and that lets it move far, far beyond simple text similarity.